For 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the gentleman and rise in strong support of H.R. 2187. This important legislation will fund much-needed repairs to public school buildings, reduce their carbon footprint, and maximize scarce education resources by saving our schools money on energy costs. By investing upfront in sustainable renovations to our public school facilities, we can help slash their energy bills by as much as 33% in the long term and free up more money to invest in teacher retention, textbooks, after-school activities, and a number of other things that are so important to our children's education. In my home state of Florida, school construction and renovation projects for school buildings are absolutely a desperate situation. Unfortunately, they've been postponed indefinitely, time and time again, as our schools struggle to fund their most basic needs, such as school supplies, school lunch programs, teacher salaries, and general operating costs. These federal funds that we're talking about today will help bring these school buildings up to code, all while creating thousands of jobs in the construction industry, an industry hit particularly hard in these tough economic times. And if we're talking about a great benefit from this bill, it's short-term in terms of construction jobs and the support for the schools, and long-term in terms of better quality school buildings and obviously a better place to go to school and saving money. I was proud to support this legislation last year and to introduce an amendment with my colleague, Congressman Blumenauer, to facilitate greater bicycle and pedestrian access also to our nation's schools. And I know that when I went to school when I was a kid, I rode my bicycle, I walked, and all these kinds of things today are the kinds of things we want to encourage in the future. By authorizing funds to facilitate healthy alternative modes of transportation to our schools, we can also reduce the cost of school buses and various other things. We can reduce vehicle congestion on our roads, decrease emissions, and also equally important, improve the health and well-being of our students. Mr. Speaker, I would like to thank Congressman Chandler for introducing this important legislation, and I'd like to urge my colleagues to support the rule and the underlying bill. I yield back my time.
The gentleman from Florida.